All right. We are joined here by head coach Giovanni Savarese. Gio, thanks for taking the time. Consecutive win at Providence Park, 2 different braces from 2 different goal scorers, second game in 5 days. What are your feelings after tonight's match?
I think you missed one more thing.
What did I miss?
A win with a pink jersey.
True.
No, listen, it is good to laugh because I think we needed this type of results at home. It gives you a good feeling that the group, even though we suffered in the second half because it was difficult, especially when we went 10 men, credit to Houston that they threw everything at us. Extremely proud of the way the guys grounded out and defended well to make sure that we got a result that we needed. You know, we have played some good games and created some good opportunities, and we haven't capitalized in points. And the fact that we did it today in order to get 3 points, I think it was very, very important. First half was good. I mean, we created some very good chances. We played well. We scored 2 goals. We could have scored a little bit more. But credit also to Houston. I think they made it a difficult match, especially, as I said, in the second half. And very content in the way also the guys from the bench came into the game to be able to help, because it's important. You need to have not only your starting 11 being able to perform, but especially the guys that come in need to make sure that they take ownership in the things that they need to do. And I thought that everybody that came into the game did the job that they needed to do. So very proud. And now tomorrow we evaluate, we'll see where we are, and then we'll plan for Nashville.
Thank you. We'll open it up to questions.
Gio, you guys talked a lot about the importance of these 2 games for momentum, for getting back in form. What can you say about the mentality of the group to come in and do what you guys said that you wanted to do?
It is important, you know, and the team looked very united, very strong, very committed to get the result. I thought we started really well, pressuring, getting in behind, trying to score, creating opportunities. There were a few moments in which also they threw a couple of things at us in the first half, and we managed when Alio made a couple of saves. But I thought we were the better team in the half, and we created those 2 moments in the PK. Which was interesting for Moreno to pick up the ball and take it. Shows maturity, and then I think the second goal was a very good goal in the way the guys combine in order to find the goal. So then the second half, the game was chippy, was difficult. You know, a lot of yellow cards, so you know something could have gone at the moment. Something could have happened, and we were ready to make that substitution. And then the red card comes in, and credit to the guys after with 10 men, we defended well. We know that it happened against LAFC as well, winning 1-0. They scored at the end. And the fact that today we just fought through it to make sure that we ground the result, I thought was very, very important.
Right. And you mentioned the physicality of this game, the yellow cards. What do you make of that? And do you think that, I'm trying to find a way to word this in order to keep you in a safe space here, but what's your level of agreement with how the game was handled?
No, I think first of all, it was a difficult game for the referee, because I think there were a lot of challenges, a lot of, tough tackles. It wasn't easy. If I'm going to judge the referee, I don't think is the right thing for me to do. I just think that the game was tough. There were some situations there, but maybe could have been a little different. The tackle on Moreno. But I will say that Houston came here to try to achieve a point to get, a result, and they threw everything at us, and we match up. We were strong, and we didn't back down to make sure that we came strong in those moments that we needed to. But it was definitely a chippy game that if you don't have character, if you don't have unity, if you don't have the desire to win these games, you can lose yourself in it. And it was good that the guys kept the maturity to be able to win the game.
Hey, Gio, congrats on the win. Felipe makes his first appearance back at Providence Park since MLS Cup. Plays the most minutes he has this season so far. Look, his hold-up play looked really good in the second half when he came on and hits the crossbar. I just wanted to get your thoughts on how he played and how nice it is to have a guy like him back.
So first of all, we didn't expect him to play so many minutes. Jaro had his quad a little bit, had a tightness. So we decided to put him earlier and see how he went. And he did very well. He did very well. Of course, he was trying to catch up his air, and it wasn't easy. But in a couple of times, he was able to hold the ball well. You can see the quality in that moment that you mentioned would have been phenomenal if he could have scored for himself, for his confidence, for his coming back at home. But seeing him already on the field, at least today, was great. And hopefully we can continue to see him progress. It's not easy. He's gone through a lot. And the beautiful part is that the whole team, everybody has, helped him to make sure that he stays positive and continue to work. So a good day for that as well. Nicer photo score.
Gio, pivoting real quick, Jose Carlos Van Rankin, I believe his loan is expiring pretty soon. Do you have any status update on him moving forward?
You're right that his loan is finishing soon, and we have to make a decision. So there has to be a decision made in regards to that situation, and we've been talking and conversing to try to figure out how everything's going to move forward. So we'll see how this is going to end at the last part. So I think these days are crucial for that decision to be made.
Hey, Gio. Looking at Nashville, there's going to have to be some lineup changes with Tui getting the red card, and just with the experience we saw coming off the bench today. Can you talk about how you plan on giving some players a rest or changing up the roster looking towards Nashville?
Good question. The fact that now that we're playing Nashville this weekend, 3 games in a row, we talked to some of the players that usually go to T2 to make sure that they stay with us, first of all, because we need to see tomorrow how the guys are coming back and how some of the guys will be feeling tomorrow after 2 consecutive matches. So it's something that we have to evaluate. We will determine. And once we know who's healthy, who's in a good place, then we'll set up the lineup that we feel will be the right one for us to compete in Nashville. The good thing also is that Nashville played today against Orlando. They went to overtime in the US Open Cup game. So that was a good thing, but we're not naive to think that we're going to see a tired team there in Nashville. We know still they're going to have the right tools, the right players, the right energy. So we need to prepare very well.